Hi, folks. Andrew here, Top Fitness Strategies. I am the face who runs the place. And today we're going to talk about cheat meals. That's right, the dreaded cheat meal thing. Let's talk about that a little bit. Now, before we get started, if you're here for the first time, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. But understand Top Fitness Strategies. What I do is I provide information to be healthier, fitter, and more confident for the folks that are over 50 years old. Okay. I do things in broad stroke type scenarios, if you will. If you're looking to show off your body on stage somewhere, chances are this isn't the place you need to be, but I still have some great information. The people I talk to are fantastic for you. Okay. All that being said, let's get to the main event. Here we go. Cheat meals. Now, if you don't know what a cheat meal is, or at least the definition that I've always been told what it is, and it makes perfect sense to me. Let's say that you're going to change your eating habits. You're going to go from whatever you're eating, and I'm just going to use extremes here, from pizza and beer every night to salads every night. All right. Yes, there are extremes, and no, I don't recommend either one. But let's say you do that, and 2 weeks into it, say, man, yeah, I'm craving something, but I gotta eat better because my body my body is not adjusting to where it needs to go. So I just gotta eat better. But I got to do something because I can't take this anymore. Well, traditionally, a cheat meal would be, all right, forget today, forget this salad, and let's go back to pizza and beer for one night. All right, fantastic. If that's what your cheat meal is, great. Do you have to go to extremes? No, you do not. All right, first of all, let's back up a second here. I used extreme scenarios, extreme examples here. The whole thing about having a cheat meal is you have to be in a position where you change your eating habits to begin with. You start eating cleaner. Then the question comes up, well, what's clean eating? Without getting into a lot of detail, I mean, we can talk about the macros, the counting calories, the all this stuff, which is perfectly fine if that's what you want to do. If that's how you do it, fantastic. I have some great friends who make their living on showing people how to do this, and they are fantastic at it. That's not me. I don't count calories. I'm just not that particular with it. Now, if I were in a different situation, if I were going to be showing off my body somewhere, probably, yeah, I'd want to start doing something like that. But for me, it's more clean eating is more understanding what's good and what's not good for you. And I break it down to extreme basics here. For instance, sugar, not good for you. Salt, not good for you. Those two things, try backing off of those as much as possible. Now, one thing I always say, if you're the type of person that when you bring food or you have food in front of you, before you even taste it, you start putting salt on it, not good. You shouldn't do that. That's not good. That means you're getting way too much salt. If you're the type of person who gets a cup of coffee in the morning and you have to put 3 or 4 sugars in there, I don't care if it's regular sugar, sweetener, or what have you. If you got to do that, back off a little bit, sugar, because that's not good for you. All right, let's once again keeping things basic. If your idea of clean eating is to eat salads all the time, not it. All right, let's once again back off a little bit here. Now, again, I'll go back to my what I originally said about the pizza and beer thing. Is it good for you? Probably not. Think about it. I mean, we're all adults here. I mean, most of us are watching this, listening to this, are over 50 years old. Come on now. We should know by now that pizza and beer is not good for you, right? You should know what's good and what's not good for you generally speaking. Keep that in mind. Once again, not counting calories, not getting down to how many carbs versus proteins versus fat, what percentage. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, for instance, if you go through a fast food drive through, not good for you. Yeah, but Andrew, I just go there to get salad. No, you don't. You don't go to fast food to get salad. And if you do, there's something wrong with you, in my opinion, because it's a waste of money, first of all. Yeah, but Andrew, it takes up a lot less time. Well, okay, and let's not even go into that aspect of everything right there, because the time thing to me just doesn't make sense. The whole thing about cheat meals, going back to that, is your change of eating habits. The only way you're going to get a cheat meal is if you change your eating habits to begin with, right? If you didn't, you wouldn't have a cheat meal. Let's just call it what it is. If you're not changing, you're not going to be able to cheat. And cheat meal is such a bad term for it, but you understand what I'm talking about here. So my whole thing is, for mental purposes, if you change your eating habits, let's say that you say, okay, I'm going to start eating better, whatever that means to you. And we're not going to get into what you should eat, but if you're going to change your eating habits to be more health conscious, to be you want to get fitter, whatever. Okay, the first couple of days, I'll tell you right now, your body's going to say, "Oh, whoa, what are you doing? You know that you did something different, and I don't know if I like this or not." So your body's going to start reacting to it in a way that you're not used to. Whether it's good or bad is irrelevant, because you're not used to it. All of a sudden, boom, you're going to think, "Oh, I can't keep doing this because my body's is not used to it, and my body's telling me you can't do this." No, your body's just changing because it's not used to doing what you're, or not utilizing what you're putting into it. Good, bad, and different. If you can get through the first 2, 3, 4 days, something of that sort, fantastic. After you get through that, everything is going to start falling into place in a major way, and once you start doing it, you'll understand what I'm talking about there. Now, at the same time, if you're need to put some sort of junk food in your body for mental purposes, let's say you're just driving yourself crazy after 2 or 3 weeks, man, oh man, I'm craving this piece of pizza. Go for it. No, is it going to hurt you? Not in the long run. Is it going to change everything? Yeah, you might feel bad. I mean, as you're eating it, you're like, oh man, this piece of pizza is delicious, fantastic. A couple hours later, your body might be saying, ugh, ugh, shouldn't have ate that. But man, the joy of having that at first, the mental aspect of everything, great, fantastic. Okay. My whole thing about this cheat meal stuff is, in order to get to the cheat meal, once again, cheat's the wrong word, but for lack of a better term at this point, that's what we're talking about. To get to the cheat meal, you have to change what you were eating before. And once you change that eating, your body's going to react differently than what you're used to. It might be reacting in a better way. You're just not used to it. Keep that change in mind. And if you need to, every week or so, every 2 weeks or so, or maybe just like I said, well, get something that's going to satisfy that mental satisfaction. Great. If you need to do something once a week, go for it. Is it really going to hurt you that much? Not in the long run, honestly. And I talked about that earlier. Do what you need to do, but remember, you're on a mission for yourself to look better, feel better, gain some confidence. And if eating better, if excuse me, if changing your eating habits for that one meal a week can help you achieve that, then I say go for it. That makes sense? Fantastic. Hey, thanks for being here. Again, this is Andrew. I am the face who runs the place here at Top Fitness Strategies. Check out the website. We have all kinds of stuff going on over there. TopFitnessStrategies.com. I have all kinds of interviews with different health professionals, health and fitness professionals from around the globe, all there for you. And once again, like it, whatever you need to do for this particular video and or podcast. Like it, share it, comment. Appreciate it. Okay, so until next time, this is Andrew. Ciao.